The fifth debate. Lincoln and Douglas debated here on October 7, 1858. Their joint meeting was one of 7 across Illinois as they contested Stephen A. Douglas's seat in the U.S. Senate that summer and fall. Here in Galesburg, thousands of spectators stood to the east of Knox College's Old Main to hear Lincoln and Douglas dispute for 3 hours the issue that had made this campaign the focus of intense national interest: the relevance of the Declaration of Independence to the legal status of African Americans, the expansion of slavery in the West, and the power of states and territories to regulate local institutions. In Galesburg, Abraham Lincoln brought to these issues a controversial moral dimension that he would pursue for the remainder of the campaign. I confess myself as belonging to that class in the country who contemplates slavery as a moral, social, and political evil, he said. From the steps of the Old Main, Lincoln looked hopefully to the time when a wrong it will come to an end. When as a wrong it will come to an end. Though Douglas won the election, Lincoln's performance in the debate established him as a national political figure. The largest crowd for any of the Lincoln-Douglas debates stood for more than 3 hours on a cold and windy Thursday afternoon, straining to hear Lincoln and Senator Douglas. This painting is a color facsimile of an illustration of the Galesburg Lincoln-Douglas debate by Victor Perard that appeared in the October 1896 issue of McClure's magazine. At a time when intercollegiate debate and oratorical competitions were as intensely followed as intercollegiate athletics are today, the Lincoln-Douglas debates had already attained legendary status. Galesburg and Knox College were founded together in 1837. The Reverend George Washington Gale led the group of like-minded and reformist Presbyterian and Congregationalist colonists from upstate New York who chose this site for their new community. Among the settlers in the surrounding region from slave-holding border states, the town and college became notorious for the anti-slavery sentiments and activism of its citizens and students. Some actively assisted African Americans to freedom on the western branch of the Underground Railroad. When the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy Railroad came to Galesburg in 1854 and established a division terminal here, the once isolated sectarian community was transformed into a center of commerce and transportation. Galesburg population grew from 882 in 1850 to 4,953 in 1860 as railroad-related employment attracted a diverse new population nationally and internationally.